How many of you have heard of the term post-traumatic stress? Almost everyone has heard of that. And how many of you have heard of this term, post-traumatic growth? No one. No one has heard of it. We all know that in response to something really difficult, a lot of people suffer anxiety and depression and sadness. But what we don't know, and this is something that we've known for millions of years, and we've started studying it in the last 30 years, that there can be a very positive response to difficult times. And that is called post-traumatic growth. That by going through trauma, by going through difficulty, we find an inner strength that we never knew we had. We find a way to look at our lives and appreciate it and live with gratitude for all that we do have. In 2009, thanks to the economy, like millions of people, I lost my job. And then a 23-year marriage ended. And then my daughter, who was 21, decided to move 3,000 miles away from home. And then I had to move, and I had 2 dogs, and no job, and no place to live. I was devastated. I felt that I had no identity. I was no longer a wife, and my mother died. I left that one out. All within a few months, all at the same time. My entire identity was gone. I was no longer a wife. I felt like I was no longer a mother because my daughter was grown. I was no longer a daughter, being a caregiver, taking care of my mother. I felt lost. I felt devastated. But I found so much inner strength and help. I found so much help. And what I learned from going to different organizations and reading so many books, is that the quality of life is not determined by the circumstances, and that the word "and" is really important. I could feel grief, I could feel sadness, I could cry, and I could still be so grateful for all that I really do have in my life. And what I want to share with you is that my life changed dramatically. I found work that gave me meaning. I coach people to tell their stories. I've written about all of these experiences that I've had. I travel the world. I help other people. I'm far more empathetic, far more compassionate, and I'm actually happier than I ever was before. So what I would love to ask of you, if you know anyone who's going through a difficult time right now, think of that person. Give them a call. Send them an email. If they don't want you to do anything today, say, "That's okay, I'm going to call you in a week. I want to find out how you are." Would you do that for me? Would some of you think about someone who's going through a rough time? Thank you.